It's a day that's been coming for a while now. Broken games, unfinishable games, missing games, lack of exclusive differential games, lack of games in general. When you stack just the gaming evidence up, the writing has been on the wall for Stadia for months. On the 12th of September 2022, I appeared on a show from the Cowboy and had this to say about Stadia.
So would you be concerned?
Yes, completely. Okay. So every time Ubisoft have abandoned a platform in the past, that platform has in quick time thereafter died. So I do think it's the beginning of a very treacherous downward slope for Stadia, possibly towards a definitive end.
Man, that's scary just to hear you say that.
And lo and behold, on the 29th of September 2022, Google announced the closure of Stadia from January 2023. So for all those stadiums without a home, where do you go now? Well, that's why I'm here today. My name is Doragon, and we're going to find you a new home of gaming post-Stadia. Now let's not beat about the bush here. You have two main options available to you after Stadia, and both are going to cost you more money than you are accustomed to paying. Your options are either a different cloud service or hardware. Let's look at other cloud options first. A big one many people will put before you is Geforce Now, but be aware of this option. While it boasts over 1,000 compatible games, Steam alone has over 70,000 titles. Then there's additional support for the Epic Games Store and the Ubisoft Store. So only 1,000 titles could be quite limiting to you as a gamer, depending on your tastes in games. You also have to buy every game that you want to play on a different website. There's nothing like the Stadia Pro subscription here. That sub that you pay to Geforce Now only grants you access to a rig. This realistically isn't a service for the cloud gamer like yourself. It's for the PC diehards with an existing game library, and it's too much of a faff for you to bother with. That then leaves Xcloud, Luna, and PS Plus, as I'm only going to mention reputable companies during this video. Starting with Xcloud, this is a subscription-only service at £10.99 per month or $14.99 per month US. For that price, you get access to a library of over 400 games, and these titles range from the original Xbox all the way through to today. Some older ones have graphical updates and frame rate boosts, but most do not. A big draw of Xcloud, also known as Game Pass Ultimate, is the day and date first-party releases from Xbox Studios. Though the actual games are incredibly thin on the ground, especially in 2022 when there are no exclusive games coming to Xbox, this is making sure you are set for the future. There's no need to stay subscribed to the service if it isn't suiting you. I'm currently not. You can join and leave as you require for your gaming pleasure. Xcloud is available on PC, Mac, Android browsers, and Microsoft consoles from the 8th and 9th generations. Luna is Amazon's cloud platform, and I cannot recommend it. It gives you old gaming experiences at 1080p maximum resolution, no exclusive games, only 293 games at the time of writing, an obtuse pricing structure. Oh yeah, and it's only available in the US 2 years after launch. Mark my words, Luna is quickly heading the same way as Stadia, and you don't want to be part of another sinking ship. So then we come to PS Plus, which has 3 tiers. Extra and Premium will bag you the cloud gaming, which you can access from a Windows device via the native app. Now there are challenges with this app, like the lack of a search bar, but many Stadia users are quite used to this weird scenario from the first 2 years of Stadia's life. Offering over 800 games and growing monthly, PS Plus has the largest library outside of Geforce Now. It costs either £12 or $13 per month, but if you buy an annual pass, which the others don't offer, that is only 120 of each currency. Far cheaper than any of the competition. Games run at 1080p and their original frame rate. The big bonus here are the PlayStation Studios titles. While releases aren't day and date for the most part, they're still some of the best gaming experiences when added after launch. From Ghost of Tsushima to The Last of Us, Jak and Daxter to Returnal and God of War. You have one of the best libraries available to you via PlayStation Plus, and it's growing quickly each month. Plus can be accessed via Windows devices or 8th and 9th generation PlayStation consoles. From my experiences, I'd say PS Plus would be your primary gaming option. If, of course, you have a Windows PC of any variety. Then you take a month of Xcloud that you desire when there are games over there that you want to play. Or mega deals that get you a lot of game time for not a lot of outlay. Of course, as with everything, this is a subjective conclusion. I feel the quality and quantity of games is higher over on PlayStation than on Xbox, but you may feel differently. So make sure to check out the available libraries and see which option best suits your gaming needs before making a choice. The other option, therefore, is hardware. And this is where big money needs to be parted with. And I'm sorry that has to be the case after you're used to just needing a controller. On the plus side, hardware does open up additional options for you, such as additional use cases and libraries. And don't forget about the refunds you'll be getting from your Stadia purchases that you can put towards new hardware. The first port of call is the Logitech Gcloud, a specific handheld cloud gaming device. Don't bother with it. The device is $350. It comes with entry-level phone specifications and it runs Android with no mobile connectivity. Trust me, you're better off with the phone that's already in your pocket, saving some money and just buying a controller like the Razer Kishi V1 or V2 or the backbone for iOS or Android. You've then essentially got the same device anyway. Speaking of phones though, mobile gaming is an option for you. This isn't the lackluster Bejeweled clones of yesteryear. Mobile games are big and complex, competitive and fully fledged. You can get massive games like Bright Memory, Raid, Shadow Legends and Genshin Impact on mobile. And none need a controller to play. You can also get behemoths of the gaming industry like Call of Duty, Apex Legends and Fortnite. And they're all native on mobile. Again, no controller required, but if you do connect a controller, however, the experience is heightened. These are levels of experience that were never available to you on Stadia. But that little phone, that you already own may I add, offers them to you. And all of the mentioned games are completely free to play. Many phones also offer HDMI out, meaning you could plug it into a TV for that big screen experience, or even a capture card for content creation. There is then an absolute treasure trove of options to dive into for dip in and out, classic point and click and life-encompassing games from all genres available on every mobile platform. Seriously, don't write this one off. You may find it actually suits you best. If I cycle back round to that pointless Gcloud device, take a look at the price of that thing. It's $350. Now I'm going to put two words in front of you here that may surprise you. Steam Deck. For $50 more than the Gcloud, you can get a Steam Deck. This is a handheld gaming device that offers a PC gaming experience on the go. All of the free-to-play games such as Splitgate, Shatterline and Super Animal Royale will all work on this device. But so will paid games such as Cyberpunk 2077, Grand Theft Auto 5, The Witcher 3, Destiny 2, Ghost Runner, Kena, Bridge of Spirits, Lost Ark, an Amazon game. I think you're starting to get the picture here. But here's a big thing for you. All of the cloud gaming services will work too. And if you use the device in desktop mode, well, you can do everything that a computer can for $400. The Steam Deck is upgradable as well. So if you want more and faster memory, you can arrange that. Now you can go a bit mad with the upgrades, kind of like what Linus Tech Tips did here, but the option is there if you want to make your gaming experience even better. But then we come to the home consoles, possibly the easiest options. Switch is going to stand out for many as that gaming on the go option that they're going to miss without Stadia. Be aware what you're getting into with Nintendo though. Just to put this out there, I love my Switch. But there are large portions of time where it just sits in my cupboard awaiting a game that I want to play on it. While you can get experiences like Apex Legends, Rocket League, and Resident Evil on Switch, they pale in comparison to their other console and PC counterparts. And with crossplay in many of the free-to-play games, well, you're gonna get dominated by the competition simply due to resolution, let alone the input. The Switch is there for the Nintendo exclusives. Your Mario games, Zelda, Pokemon, Pikmin and Co. These are the differentiators that make you want and need a Switch. But unless those are the games that you live and breathe, a Switch is likely going to be a later down the line purchase, especially as their online subscription service only gives you access to retro titles. So then we look at the big two: Xbox and PlayStation. The question over Xbox is whether you actually need one. With Game Pass Ultimate, you get the games, and you can access them on console, PC, or cloud. If you have a PC already, the need for the console is null and void, with the PC and cloud options working perfectly for you. Especially when a Series X is $450. But there is a joy about playing on the console on your living room TV. And games don't always stick around on Game Pass, so I understand the want for a console and option to purchase games. Xbox are struggling though. Despite spends equaling $75 billion to obtain many new first-party studios, no exclusive games have launched on the platform at all in 2022. And according to current estimates, that drought will continue through the first half of 2023. One of the big problems with Stadia was the lack of exclusive content. If you want to compete in an industry, you need something to differentiate yourself from the competition. If you are offering the same as the competition, but they are then doing things above and beyond your offerings, what impetus is there for someone to stay with the lesser platform? If you were to buy an Xbox, it would be an investment in a possible future. There are no guarantees that exclusives will come, or that those exclusives will be good. The Xbox is a put your money down and take a punt option at this point. So that then brings us to PlayStation. The most expensive hardware option thanks to managerial idiocy within Sony. But is it a case of you get what you pay for? PlayStation have regular top-tier exclusive games, many classed as the best in the industry. Pick any year in the comments. Go on, just write a year in the comments, and I will reply within 48 hours of this video going live with my personal game of the year for the year that you have selected. I guarantee now that most of my choices will be PlayStation Studios titles. They're just that good. Okay, you have to buy these games if you want them day one, but that was the same for AAA releases on Stadia. So nothing is changing for you here. The alternative is to sign up to PlayStation Plus and wait for them to appear there in 12 or 24 months. With PS Plus, if you take that top premium tier, you get instant access to over 800 games, either via downloads or over the cloud. And you get monthly inclusive titles additionally that are yours to keep as long as you stay subscribed. The DualSense controller is one of the greatest innovations in gaming, and that controller is what's pushing next generation experiences. You then have a VR option on the horizon on PlayStation 2. But it is an expensive option. It's now a £500 console in most of the world. New first-party games are $70 or £60. That VR headset? We don't know the price, but you can guarantee with its included tech, it's going to cost multiple hundreds of pounds. And while it has many excellent exclusive games, are they the sort of game that you want to play? Now, as a bonus positive for both Xbox and PlayStation, you do get remote play with both options, and this can work on mobile data. You then get full access to your console, even turning it on and off from rest mode remotely. As long as you are within an internet signal range, you can play your games. Want to know how good that is? I played Destiny 2, which was stored on the hard drive of my PlayStation 4 at home in the UK while I was traveling in Japan in 2019. The game session was great, there was zero lag, and the service has only improved since that point. So it still gives you that gaming on the go feeling that you're used to with Stadia and the big games that you want to play. Now outside of these, you've got PC gaming. But that's a whole different ecosystem and rabbit hole that I am not qualified to talk to you about. So from my personal experience, hardware-wise, I'd say choose a PlayStation. You get all the big third-party games, and you get the best exclusives on the market, whether you buy them at launch or wait for them to be added to Plus further down the line. You can then sign up to Game Pass for a month at a time if there is ever a game over there that you want to play. But as with the cloud services, my thoughts are subjective and based upon my personal experiences. I can't guarantee that what works for me will work for you, but I can give my own personal insight, which currently leans towards PlayStation. Because whilst they're doing pricing wrong, they're doing pretty much everything else right by the gamer. Now I know you're hurting as a Stadia player right now. There were promises made by Google that simply weren't delivered. Friendships and communities made via the platform that feel like they're going to be broken up. But cherish the good that Stadia brought you. Cherish those friendships, those communities. Maybe look at migrating together to a new platform. Just because Stadia is ending doesn't mean the good that came from it has to end as well. You were worth a lot before Stadia. You are worth a lot after Stadia. I'm sorry that you're hurting. I truly am. But trust me, there is so much more good out there. It's time to broaden the horizons and make some new joyful memories. If one of those memories is watching my content, well, then here's a nice video about PlayStation Plus for you.